I'm going crazy like some animal. My friends, they tell me I'm losing control, but I got a secret they don't know. I like that. Some animal. My friends, they tell me I'm losing control, but I got a secret they don't know. I like that.
We are live. Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, depending on where you are from. It's very great to be here. I hope everyone is well and doing okay in these stressful, difficult times. Let me just adjust my my camera. Let me just say hi to a few people. We have a very special guest coming in a couple of minutes. Lloyd, my friend from EnglishTVLive.com. I want to talk about that in a few minutes. Ingrid is here. Rosalia from Hungary is. Servus, Rosalia, Hodgvodge. Yol, I hope. Rosalia. Yasmin from Turkey. Georgia. Ciao, Georgia. Come te vanno le cose? Nuska from Holland. Hey, Nuska. Hoe gaat dit met je? And Trudy. Trudy is just on time. So today is really about conversation practice, but just very, very quickly, I want to give you a quick review of the basic grammar I did in the last 2 classes, and then we can get our special guest on really, really quickly. So let's just get started here. So if you guys remember that we have 2 basic meanings. So if you have seen my live or you didn't see my live, it's okay. The 2 previous lives. We have 2 basic ideas. One is duration, something that started in the past and continues now. Like I have been working here, or I have been working personally in English TV Live for almost 3 years. Or it's an experience or an action in the past. We don't know when exactly. And we have 2 basic ways, right? One idea is an action, like I have lived in Donegal, is where I'm living now. And the basic idea, it started in the past and continues now. That's where I am now, okay? And I can say this in two ways. I have been living in Donegal for 1 year, 2 months, which is much more common than the other way. I have lived in Donegal for 1 year, 2 months. Both are correct, but the first one is more common. What is not correct is to use the present tense to express duration, which is very, very common in other languages. In fact, almost every other language that I have studied or I learn a little bit express duration with just the simple present tense. And this is incorrect in English. That's the first point before we start practicing together. So another idea is, I hope I'm not speaking too quickly, an experience or action in the past, but we don't know when exactly. And these are the have you ever questions. So if I ask you a have you ever question, I'm asking about past experiences. I'm not sure. I don't know if it happened or not, and I'm just asking. So it's an experience or action in the past, but we don't know when exactly, okay? For example, have you ever been to the United States? Have you ever seen the movie Inception with Leonardo DiCaprio, right? And for example, if you express this in the negative, like for a lot of you, it's true. No, I have never been to Ireland. It's incorrect to say, no, I never went there. This is how English works with the present perfect ideas for experiences. So we have those two. So have you ever, again, is focusing on the experience, not when exactly. So we have those two basic ideas about duration and about an experience in the past. So to practice together, we're all going to practice conversations questions together. I want to bring on a really great friend of mine. His name is Lloyd, and we work together in English TV Live. English TV Live is immersion at home. It's really like a really fun, cool version of an online school with live classes in a Facebook group Monday to Friday, a very busy WhatsApp group, and Zoom group classes. And I work in English TV Live. I teach a class every week. Lloyd was very, very kind to invite me to be part of that. So let's bring on Lloyd now. Hello, Lloyd. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. How you doing, Terry? Nice to be here. Nice to see everybody here.
Good. It's fun to do something in this sort of quiet January where things are a little bit tense and that kind of stuff. But I see Fikri is here, Victoria is here, Nuska from the Netherlands, Tuana Suerol, hello, Nick Dorovic, Fikri. So welcome everybody. So it's very simple. We're just going to take turns, or we're just going to put some questions up here together. 1 second. How is this going to work now? 1 second. Let me get the right slide. 1 second. Right.
So let's get freezing for me for a moment there. It's nice to see you, Terry. It's been a while since we've been on a live stream.
It's been a long time since we've been on a live stream. Maybe this could become a regular thing. Yeah, Lolly is here. Salut. Suhana here. May Bright is also here. That's right there. Recep. Roberto Carlos. Are you the famous football player, Roberto Carlos?
Roberto Carlos, the footballers in the comments. Impressive.
We are honored. We are honored. So
wow. What a legend.
This is almost funny for me and Lloyd to ask these questions because we talk all the time and we know what. But I'm going to ask anyway. Lloyd, what is your profession? So what do you do? Where do you work? Like what company or what place? Roberto Carlos says yes. He says yes. You are the.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Roberto Carlos, is a pleasure.
We are honored.
Look a little bit different. It seems like we are either at a job interview or we're on a first date. One of the two. I don't know. I don't know which one it is.
So I want to ask the questions first. Sorry to be bossy, okay. But what is your profession? Where do you work? And how long have you been working there? Now, I want to ask everybody in the comments to also answer these questions. Practice the grammar with conversation because these are very common. All right. Okay. I'll shut up now. Lloyd.
Well, Terry, you might be surprised to learn that I am an online English teacher and also I guess you could say, a budding entrepreneur, if I could even say the word. as same as you, and the co-founder of English TV Live, of which you have been a part for a couple of years now, 2.5 years, something like that.
I think I have been teaching in English TV Live for almost 3 years, but we have to say on and off, because
on and off. You took a break for a while. You took a break for quite a while, and then you came back.
I left because I changed country. I moved from Ireland to Portugal, and it was so difficult to get a place to work and to teach. Yeah, and let's see. Oh, Rosalia is an accountant. All right, so careful with the spelling. Rosalia is accountant. Yes, lolly. Entrepreneur is a French word, and a lot of people have serious problems pronouncing it, lolly. You would be very surprised. Yeah. So how long have you been working online? So I just have 2 follow-up questions. Did you teach offline before, and where was it? And how long have you been completely online?
Yeah, so I originally started teaching offline, in person, face-to-face. That was in about 2010, when I was in Asia, specifically South Korea, where I spent a long time. This does feel like a job interview. And then I was in. Then I went to Barcelona, as somewhere that you also used to live as well, and I taught in Barcelona for just under a year. And then it was while I was in Barcelona, actually, that I decided to make the transition to teaching online. I just decided that it was time to, to kind of, I just really like the idea of being able to work where you wanted, work from home, travel. Well, maybe that's not the most suitable thing right now, but back in those days, traveling was, a common thing. And I just really like the idea. I had it in the back of my mind for quite a while. Sorry, I'd had it in the back of my mind for quite a while, and then I just decided to pull the trigger, as you say, and actually seriously, look into starting an online thing. And so that was the kind of end of 2017, and then English TV Live started kind of something like May 2018, something like that.
Yeah.
So, about
you started with a partner.
About 3 years, I would say. Oh, maybe more. Sorry, maybe just over 3 years I've been working online.
Cool. So we have some comments. We have some answers. One from our student of English TV Live. Yeah, Yasmin is a teacher at a state school in Istanbul, and Yasmin, has been teaching for 15 years.
Wow.
So, wow, that's a lot of experience. That's a lot of time. But I just like just be careful, Rosalia, that we cannot use the present tense in this way to talk about. So, Rosalia, the better way to express this is I have been working in the hospital, or in a hospital for 20 years. Oh, Lolly is a mental health nurse in France. I had no idea. Must be quite difficult, Lolly. Is that quite hard? How long have you been working as a mental health nurse, Lolly?
That sounds pretty intense. Yeah.
Just kind of curious. Okay, so we're keeping it moving. We're going to our next. Oh, there's a mistake in my presentation. 1 second.
Terry with a little typo in the presentation.
Yeah,
that's never happened before.
I'm famous for not getting things right. So, Marcos says he's a soldier in the Spanish army, and I've been working for 18 years. Wow, that must be quite tough. Well, I remember actually I saw an interview you did with Marcos. That must be amazing. Suhana has been working as a financial controller in the hotel industry for almost 25 years. I had no idea, Suhana. I never asked. Cool.
That's impressive. We have a lot of experienced people. In the comments. I mean, Marcos has been a soldier for 18 years. Suhana's been working for 25 years. Yasmin's been a teacher there for 15 years. Wow.
Lolly says, yes, quite hard. Being a mental health nurse is quite hard, but I love my job. Well, that's dedication, really. That's very admirable. Admirable. So you can ask me this time the
All
question.
right. Okay. I will pretend that I've never heard the answers to these before. But Terry, Mr. Terry, where do you live?
So right now, I rent a small apartment in my town, Donegal town, which is a very small town in the northwest. It's a small 2-bedroom apartment. I love it. I have a nickname for it. I call it Rocinante because it's my workhorse. It's my workspace. So I live in Donegal town, which is the northwest of Ireland. So it's only 20 minutes by car to the border with Northern Ireland, but it is in the Republic. And I have been living here for 1 year, 2 months. So I was living in Portugal. I lived in Portugal for a year, but I came back. I left Portugal in November 2019 or October. And I have been living in Donegal town since. The great tragedy is that before the pandemic, I was planning to meet Lloyd in person. And I wanted to make lots of videos in the streets of London and England, asking random people questions and doing on in. So I have been living here. I was living here before the pandemic, but I have been living here since. Where do you live, Lloyd?
Well, I'm currently in Johannesburg in South Africa, and kind of in a similar situation to you in a way, because when I have family here, and I came back to Johannesburg the end of 2019 to be here for the birth of my niece. And I thought, I'll stick around for a few months. I'll stick around maybe for maybe 5 or 6 months, and then I'll probably head off on a plane somewhere again. And then, well, I think we know what happened next, and the lockdown and everything. So I've been here much longer than intended. So
But
I've been here, nice. But I can't complain too much. I mean, yeah. We're in summertime right now. But yeah, I've been here, as you mentioned the expression before, on and off, right?
Yeah.
So I've lived in Johannesburg on and off for many years. My family moved here just after I finished school in the UK, secondary school in the UK. And then I lived away for many years, came back. So I kind of come back, so on and off. So it's hard to say exactly how long. But this current juncture, it's been about a year and a few months, I guess, even though it was only supposed to be about 5 months.
Yeah, the same with me. I had, like everybody, many plans. So what about the people in the comments? Where do you live and how long have you been living there? Do you live in an apartment? Do you live in a house? Do you live under a bridge? Do you... God, that's a terrible thing to say. But I just want to see.
Well, they must have pretty good Wi-Fi. They must have pretty good Wi-Fi under the bridge if they're joining on this live stream.
5G is surprising. Ingrid said, I live in Bogota, Colombia, and I've lived here all my life. Oh, I just want to say about Ingrid. Ingrid is in EnglishTVLive.com, and after last week's Zoom class, I just had to write her a message how much you have improved, Ingrid. I was really, really impressed last week. And that's what a couple of months in English TV Live will do. But
well, Ingrid has been a member of English TV Live for quite a while. I want to say a couple of years, maybe 2 years, unless I'm mistaken. She's been with us quite a long time.
Yeah, it was serious progress, and it's really impressive. Raghav, he's back. My good student from Udemy. I live in Delhi since my whole life. So you need to be careful not to say since my whole life, but you can just simply say I have been living in Delhi my whole life. Raghav, just to give you a little bit sort of feedback right now. I've been living in Delhi
Or
my whole life.
maybe if you want to say maybe since I was born.
Since even better, or since I was born. Yeah. Interesting. Trudy Mas, one of our students from English Live. I live in a village called Kromini. I can't pronounce that. I have been living there for 40 years. We live in a row house. It sounds lovely, Trudy. There's nothing we would like more than to give you a little visit in the Netherlands.
It sounds very nice. I would love to visit the Netherlands. Just one thing, Trudy. You are there right now, so you wouldn't say there is another place. So you would say I have lived here.
Yeah,
for 40 years.
I hadn't spotted that. Yeah. So just be careful, Raghav. You got it. Just say I have been, or I have been living here. Ingrid has been a member of English TV Live for 2 years and 2 months. That's quite a long time. Okay.
Really? Goodness me. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, Ingrid. Yes. Okay. Yes, that's right. That sounds about right. I thought you said Trudy.
Lolly lives in a little town not far from Lyon. Oh, very nice. Again, one of the places we would love to visit if we could.
Everywhere sounds nice. I actually found this really nice website the other day, which I was using for our group speaking class on Zoom for our private members. And on this website, it's called Window Swap, and basically, it gives you random views from people's windows, and it's quite nice because you can get a whole different perspective. You click on it, one moment you're in India, then you're in, I don't know, like Monaco, then Kuala Lumpur, whatever, and you have these people's views, and it kind of gets you in the mood to think about traveling
it is
again.
Fun, yeah. So Fikri is saying, I've been living on my own, is not in my own, but on my own detached house in Bulgaria, but I've lived in Turkey for years. Cool. It's very close by both. So Rosalia said, I have been living in, or well, maybe it's better to say I live in Budapest, Hungary, because it's part of your routine, Rosalia. And then the second part,
Budapest. Budapest is great.
Yeah, I've been there before as well. But maybe it'd be a little bit better to say I live in Budapest, Hungary. I have been living here my whole life. But it sounds much better. It's much better, Rosalia, than to say in the present tense, like the last example. Okay, Lloyd, what is your hobby? Do you play a musical instrument or practice a sport? How long have you been doing this hobby or sport?
I mean, the first one that comes to mind is one that I have in the last year or so I've been getting back into, and that is tennis. So I really enjoy playing tennis. It's a really good exercise. It's quite a nice way to make friends, and I've been playing tennis since quite a young age. And I hadn't played for quite a few years, so it's nice to get back into it. And it's a lot of fun. It's fun. It's good exercise. It gets you outside. It gets you, especially here, sorry, Terry, but with the sunshine and the vitamin D and all that, so it's a win-win. And also, brings out that competitive side a little bit as well. You can let off some steam.
I just like the phrase you used. I have been playing tennis since quite a young age. When do you think what age were you the first time you picked up a tennis racket, do you think?
Well, my dad is really is a really good player, and he I guess got me into some lessons when I was probably the first time was about 6 years old, maybe 7 years old. And I had lessons for a few years, and then I took a break for several years, and then I started again when I was kind of a teenage, maybe like 12 or 13, something like that. I do think sometimes, what if I had not stopped? What if I had carried on? What if I carried on from 5 or 6 until
you
now?
Could have been a professional tennis player, because 6 or 7 years.
I could have been in quarantine now at the Australian Open. You know, it could have been great.
Yeah.
But
just come back to your phrase when you said like 6 or 7 years old. That's when we say since quite a young age. We're talking about 5, 6, 7 years old. Yeah, yeah. It's a pity. Well, you know, if you had become a professional tennis player, you would not have started English TV Live, and you would not be here today.
Yeah. But no, it's nice. I mean, I've been getting back into it in the last since about just over a year ago, I guess. Maybe the end of maybe like the end of 2019, something like that. And it's been really nice to get back into it. I was getting a little bit of coaching as well, just to, you know, smooth out some some rough edges or whatever, and reinforce a few things. And I can feel myself improving. And actually, this year, I played in the club championship, my local tennis club, and I did okay. I did quite well. I won a couple of games, and it was a lot of fun. And it actually was really. And I've been playing in the league as well for my local club, not the A team, the E team. It's quite a lot of competitive players in there, but it's been really good to get that competitive practice, you know, and it really does help you when you get that competitive practice.
Yeah. Can you just explain for the people in the live, what does it mean exactly? I've been getting back into it. Just in other words.
So that if there's something that you haven't done for quite a long time, some type of routine, some type of activity, something like that, and you restart that thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
getting back into it. You could be getting back into your work schedule, I guess, after a long vacation. You could be getting back into a TV show that you haven't watched for a long time. It's pretty versatile, but something that you haven't done for quite a long time that you used to do regularly, you have restarted. And
yeah. In my case, since the pandemic, the lockdown, I've been getting back into playing guitar. Where when I was a teenager, I played all day. I didn't play at all for maybe 5 or 6 years, and recently I started again. Emerson Desilio says, I've been practicing volleyball since I was a teenager. Are you pretty good then, Emerson? You must be pretty good. But yeah, your grammar's pretty good. I
would rather just say playing. I don't know.
Yeah,
practice.
I don't know.
Practice sounds more like it's before a big game or something. But I would say, I wouldn't say I've been practicing tennis since I was 6 years old. Maybe I was practicing for, the tournament or something for the game. But do you see what I mean?
Yeah. I just want to give a little feedback to Raghav. So again, I think you mean maybe the harmonica. You would need to say, I have been playing. If you have an instrument, I have been playing plus an instrument. We got there. Rosalia says her hobby is gardening and learning English. I've been learning English for 5 years, Rosalia. If you want to use since in the phrase, you can sort of say, I have been learning English since, and then, well, that's 2016. Because
or you could say since 5 years ago. So you could turn the 5 years into a specific moment. So 5 years ago, which would be what, 2016? 5 years ago? Oh my God. But yeah, you could either say the year, or you could say since 3 years ago, since 5 years ago, if you wanted to say that.
It's kind of a common problem where you need to say for and the quantity of time, or since and then the date out there. Exactly. Okay, we've only got time for one have you ever question. And there's one question I really want to ask you, Lloyd. Lloyd, have you ever been on TV?
Well, firstly, is that a picture of you in the photo there?
It is actually. That is a photo of me. That was the first time I was ever on TV. And to my knowledge, I have only been on TV one time. It was giving my reaction to Chinese statues. They were this special tour of Chinese statues. But we're not here to talk about me. We're not here to talk about me. Lloyd, have you ever been on TV?
I have been on TV a few times, yeah. most notably, when I was a baby, I was on a sitcom, a British comedy called That's Love. You can go on to IMDb, check it out. I should be there. My character was Baby Joe, and I was in 3 episodes, I think, back in 1988, Baby Joe.
Yeah,
and the reason that I got the job, apart from being such a cute baby, is that my mother and father both worked for the local TV station.
Yeah, I have a little confession. I when I heard this story the first time, I worked really hard to find those episodes. I couldn't find them anywhere online.
Oh no, I have they're all on YouTube. Yeah, I've.
Oh, they're on YouTube.
I can send. Yep, they're all on YouTube. I can show you.
Ingrid said, later. Cute baby Lloyd. I've heard that story before.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I also, a few times I was on like the local news, again, because of my father. He would like send some crew or something to my school to do some report about something, and I would get a heads up about that, you know, and I think he chose my school sometimes because I was there. But yeah, the main one was the Baby Joe incident, circa 1988.
Cool. So Suhana says she is getting back into daily exercise routine. Good strategy. I'm doing the same, Suhana, definitely. She also says, I've never been on TV, never wished to, too shy. Yeah. It's not easy to be on camera. It's actually quite stressful, kind of a hard thing to do.
We're now on this is the modern day TV. I mean, I don't know about you. I have a TV here, but I never switch it on. I don't even switch it on. The only TV I watch is just get back into frame here. The only TV that I watch is online, YouTube,
yeah,
etc. So
I only use my TV for my PlayStation. Actually, I don't use it for anything else.
That's actually a good reason for sure.
Okay, that's thanks to everyone for coming. We don't have time for all of the conversation questions. Maybe we can do another live chat another day. It'd be a lot of fun, but it's fun to interact. It's fun to see answers from people. So the grammar is not just about rules and about this, but you can just start to express ideas and just start talking and chatting. And of course, I was going to put the link in the comments here. If you're interested in taking your English to the next level, you can go to EnglishTVLive.com and you can do a free 1-month trial where it's really immersion at home. It's live classes in a Facebook group Monday to Friday.
1 week free trial. 1 week.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. So one week free trial.
That was I mean, sometimes the special offer does appear. Like on Black Friday, there was that offer, but at the moment it's 1 week free. But yeah, you can try for one. Sorry, continue, Terry. But yeah, you can try for one week for free. See if you like it.
But it really is sort of two things. It's immersion at home. It's maintaining that constant contact with the language. I know this because I'm retraining my Spanish at the moment, and immersion at home is the essential part. But you make friends and you communicate in English. The WhatsApp group is so busy and it's so much fun. And the Zoom classes, to be able to talk to a group of people that are from 15 or 12 different countries, it's so much fun. It really is just so much fun. So if you're interested, you can click the link in the comments. If you'd like to download the slides from any of my live classes, I'll put the link in the comments now. It's also in the description. You can always get the slides completely for free and also get all the news about any of my upcoming live classes. Rosalia says, I have TV too, but I really don't remember when I switch it. Maybe you mean like you really don't remember the last time you switched it on. Maybe really don't remember the last time you switched it on. Raghav said, I've never been on TV because I've never got a chance. So you want to be on TV. Good man. Okay, thanks to
future superstar, budding superstar there.
Raghav. Yeah, okay. So take care. Stay safe, everyone. I hope you're all doing okay. Hope we were able to bring a little bit of fun, a little bit of entertainment into a difficult, stressful time. Take care. Take all the precautions. And see you in the next live, guys. All right?
Yeah, let's do this again sometime soon, Terry. Nice to see everybody. And
it's also nice to do it in a different time so that countries in Asia and India, they can also, it's not too late.
This is probably a perfect time, actually. It's right in that sweet spot in the middle. So it's kind of midday in your part of the world, in Ireland, and so afternoon here, morning in South America. Even, so it works out pretty well.
Very early, definitely. She's the early bird.
Early bird Ingrid, yeah.
Okay, guys, thank you. Bye-bye. Take care. I'll see you all in the next live.
Ciao. Bye-bye.